Thank you for joining Channel Daily News today as we celebrate the best of the Canadian channel community through two exciting programs, the Top 100 Solution Providers Ranking and the Channel Innovation Awards. As part of the Top 100 Solution Providers program, a benchmark report is written to share the insight we've gathered through a comprehensive application and survey process of over 120 companies conducted between January and March 2022. We very much appreciate the time these partners have spent to provide insight into their ongoing business activities, the trends they're seeing, and the actions they'll be taking as a result of those. This insight helps IT World Canada and our vendor community gather a clearer picture on the industry happenings and understand what content and programs we could best put together to support the partner community and their customers. It's such a pleasure for me to present highlights of this year's benchmark report. We began the last report with the statement, the year 2020 was unpredictable to say the least. And as it turned out, 2021 was pretty much more of the same. COVID restrictions continue to impact the business environment and supply challenges are still very troubling with no end in sight. Despite this, a sense of a new normal has taken root. The technology sector has once again demonstrated that organizational resiliency is highly dependent on technology, and the performance of the top 100 solution providers is further evidence of this. So who are they? The top 100 solution providers cover the gamut of business models, with a majority of respondents, 41%, identifying themselves as value-added resellers, 37% as managed service providers, 12% as IT consultants, and the remaining 10% as ISVs, cloud solution providers, systems integrators, or volume resellers. And their business is strong. Over a quarter of the solution providers on this year's Top 100 list notched an impressive 20% or greater revenue increase, with only 10% of companies recording any decrease at all. Total revenue for the top 100 solution providers was slightly over $10 billion, almost identical to 2020. The top 10 of the top 100 increased their share of this overall business to 70% from 60% last year. Although within the top 10 there was very little movement, there was certainly some competitive jostling further down the list. 35 companies changed ranking by more than 5 places, 16 increasing and 19 declining. Those advancing named finding skilled people as their biggest challenge, whereas, not surprisingly, the decliners most often mentioned supply chain constraints and changes to business practices and budgets due to COVID. The top 100 solution providers were able to expand the breadth of customers served by successfully leveraging their growing portfolios through digital marketing, as well as improving revenue per employee and recurring revenue streams. So who do the top 100 sell to? At 70%, the professional and business clients category tops the mentions of where solution providers concentrate their focus. Government at 69% and healthcare at 67% are just slightly behind as the next two largest industry sectors in 2021. And what do they sell? IT consulting services at 83%, managed services at 81%, and security solutions at 80%. These all still reign supreme, while cloud-related activity is growing rapidly. Helping customers build resiliency in their business to withstand economic shocks such as the pandemics, geopolitical tensions, and climate risk mitigation is a critically important role to play as well, and appears only likely to increase. While hardware resale still accounts for the greatest percentage of revenue at 37%, if one were to combine software provisioning models to 38% and service delivery models at 58%, these represent a larger portion of a partner's revenue opportunity. This is good news, as the supply chain issues on parts and components are expected to extend hardware constraint for a considerable time to come. Canadian solution providers saw a distinct increase in client interest to migrate to the cloud, or in having solution providers serve in a managed services capacity. When asked to check all that apply, respondents said that they offered a wide variety of cloud solutions, from infrastructure and storage to hybrid, public, and private cloud. Simplifying operations, enhancing security, and overcoming the difficulty in finding skilled people for their teams are driving these trends. We asked the top 100 solution providers to share where they foresee the business coming from over the next 12 months, choosing from a list of almost 40 solutions that they felt would increase or significantly increase. We limited the responses to what we call the 70-70 outlook. The solution had to be stated by 70 of the 100 solution providers who agreed that when significantly increase and increase were combined, it would be expected to increase by over 70%. Notice once again the high engagement and anticipated focus on all things cloud. With the increased need of customer organizations to leverage the expertise of their technology partners, combined with the scarcity of people with cloud, security, or emerging technologies skills, it's not surprising that 99% of the top 100 solution providers are planning to hire this year. 74% stating they need to increase personnel between 6 and 25%. This will result in significant job creation as 43% of these companies currently employ between 50 and 500 people. The highest priority positions to fill are those in sales and marketing at 76%, 68% in business development, which no doubt requires a strong advisory skill component, and 61% in security. As you can expect, accreditations and certifications are in high demand, with those already holding these credentials able to command the highest compensation. Here again, we see significant need for security and cloud expertise. So I'm very pleased to have had the opportunity to share a few of the highlights of the 2022 benchmark report, and do encourage you to read the report itself as it contains additional interesting information and of course the full top 100 solution providers ranking. We encourage you to reach out to these partners and congratulate them for this most prestigious accomplishment. And then we thank you again for your participation in the program and for your attendance today.